Night sky, kind of cold. There's the moon. And here's me. It's like in the 30s right now. It's like around 1:30 in the morning on, I guess, a Monday, technically. Take this off so you can hear me better. So yeah, just trying to feel inspired. It is a difficult situation in which to find myself because I'm hoping on many levels that it'll just kind of come to me. And that is not always how that works. And so I wait. It's kind of like expecting the sun to change the way it feels. There you go, cool backdrop. It's kind of like the sun, waiting for the sun to change the direction in which it shines.
And as I said it, and so it happened. The ideas started to flood my mind of all colors, and the inks, the poses, and the faces. And it just felt so beautiful that I had to just kind of reach forward for it. I remember this time in my life in art school where I was kind of just feeling my way through. I didn't know what direction I wanted to go. I thought I wanted to be an illustrator, actually. And I remember my professor said, you have to learn how to draw everything in order to be an illustrator. You can't just be an illustrator. It doesn't work that way. And it floored me a bit, actually. I was pushed back kind of hard by that. I had this idea of all these things that I thought I was going to kind of accomplish and be freely doing at a pretty young age as an artist. And the funny thing was they were right. I mean, they were definitely right about it. I'd have to learn to draw everything. But I think I took it the wrong way, honestly. I took it as, no, you can't be an illustrator because you'll have to learn how to do everything. And I don't think that was the message. I think a lot of times you're young and you're kind of, you got all this energy and you're excited and you kind of tell yourself like, man, I can totally like just do this. Just pick it up and just go for it. And, you know, there's a lot of work that goes into just being able to take what your hands feel, what your mind sees, to what your hands feel on a canvas. There are no perfect and impossible things that you can or can't do as a painter. But it'll feel that way sometimes, honestly. I just remember doing all these things and putting all these things down and trying to get all these things accomplished. And for the most part, being rather bewildered by how I could just do it. I think that was the thing that caught me off guard. I was able to do a lot of things. There was stuff that I wasn't able to do, obviously, but there was quite a bit that I managed to kind of envision and put together and pass through. And it just worked itself. As much as I did it did me. And I just absorbed all the books. Like all the books. And then and then when the websites came about and YouTube and all that stuff, I absorbed all that. I'm still absorbing all that. I think to be a great artist, you kind of have to be a sponge. You have to soak in all the things around you. And you also have to be flexible and lucid. And those are not easy things to run across, but they are honest ways to learn how to be something and do something. You just can't beat yourself up over each and every moment. All the mistakes of hands and wrists and shoulders and backs. Take your time. Love what you do. And the rest will find you. I think the thing that leaves people lacking oftentimes is the factor that they seem to feel like they are, in some way, shape, or form, unable to do something in the moment that they first attempt it. And the truth is, that's just life. We are the brushstrokes, we are the paper, we are the paint, we are the ink, we're the hopes, we are the dreams, we're the failed attempts, we're the successes. We get to be all those things. We get to be the hope and the dreams and the weirdness. Because it makes us who we are. Till next time, Galeras. Pair out. Ciao.
But it can be a positive hurt, like that releases you from something and makes you grow.